power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your number one online Southwest radio.
Alright, good morning and welcome to yet another interesting edition of Newspaper Review on Power 365 FM, your number one online radio. This morning, I have with me the Punch newspaper that we'll be reviewing together. First of all, we run through the headlines before we go to the news and details. My name is Ibira or Miracle Oluwadamilola. Don't forget we're live on all our social media and do on Facebook at Power 365 FM, on YouTube at Power 365 FM, and for the TikTok lovers at Power 365 Online Radio is where to watch us and listen to us live and direct. First of all, the headlines. NASDRA partners NIPR to strengthen professionals' development. I'm sorry, Habia lawmakers apologize for assaulting boat driver. Japa, don't leave your country's college rather, urge West African doctors. Late Indian billionaire Tata names dog beneficiary in will. Ogun not challenging AFCC legality, AG affirmed. Ministerial nominee submit document as Senate holds screening today. Ballot boxes set on fire in 2 U.S. states as early voting continues. Lagos PDP founding members align with Jando to revive party. Court order final fortification of hotel linked to ex-now VC. And also, I'm able to cite this on politics this morning. Tight grip rather. Government devise new strategies to keep LGs under control. Ondopu LP candidates promises free compulsory education. And also, I'm able to cite this on Dume. Els Tinubu's cabinet reshuffle seek more action. We're going on a short break, and while we're back from the short break, now we dive into the news and details. Stay tuned. This is Power 365 FM and it's you, newspaper review on your number one online radio. I'm sorry, Habia lawmakers apologize for assaulting boat driver. A member of the House of Representatives, Alex Igwechu, who assaulted an e-hailing boat driver who went to deliver a package to him, has tendered a public apology. Ikechik admitted that his behavior did not meet the standard expected of a public official. He issued the public apology on Monday, saying, "As a public servant, I recognize the trust placed in me by my constituents and the Nigerian people. My behavior fell short of the standard expected of me, and for that, I'm truly sorry." He said he regretted the harm and embarrassment his action has caused on Butuasewa, his constituents, and the public. He also confirmed his cooperation with the Nigerian police, pledging to support their investigation and uphold accountability. I, Honorable Alex Ikechik, member of the House of Representatives, wish to address a deeply disturbing incident that occurred at a residence recently. A video surfaced showing me engaging in unacceptable behavior towards an Uber driver who came to deliver a Webby for me. I'm deeply sorry for my actions, and I acknowledge that they were unacceptable and unbecoming of a public officer. With further details on that, I was on the Punch Spread this morning. He said, "I'm sorry, Abia lawmakers apologize for assaulting Uber for a boat driver." Jackpot, don't leave your constituency. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Jackpot, don't leave your country. Colleague, don't leave your countries. Colleague urged West African doctors. The West African College of Physicians has urged doctors in West African countries not to migrate but to stay and contribute their part to the development of the healthcare system. The outgoing president of the college, Dr. Rose Macaulay, said this at the opening ceremony of its 48th annual General Scientific meeting in Abuja on Monday. Macaulay, who also inducted some doctors as honorary fellows and members of the college, encouraged them to give back to society, especially in the health sector. "We want you to stay in your country, don't leave. We want you to contribute your quota to the development of the health sector in West Africa. We in the college encourage ourselves to give back to our society and not to leave, as this is the value of the college," she said. She urged the government to implement the recommended solution to set the health sector on the right path. "We are empowered to give recommendations to various governments and encourage them to implement these. We are urging the government to create an enabling environment, particularly for our young doctors. This is the only way to keep them in the country, allowing them to practice and discourage migration." With further details on that also, as Japa, don't leave your country's college urges West African doctors. Citing this international news story, late Indian billionaire Tata names dog beneficiary in will. Late Indian billionaire Ratan Tata has named his dog Tito as a beneficiary in his 10,000 crore will. The industrialist passed away on October 9 at 86. According to the will provision, Tito will receive unlimited care under the supervision of Tata's trusted cook, Rajan Shaw, who has long tended to the pet need, reports Indian Today. The arrangements were in India's corporate world, underscores Tata's affections for the dog adopted nearly 6 years ago. Funds set aside in the will ensure Tito's well-being for the remainder of his life. The primary recipient of Tata's fortune, however, will be the Ratan Tata Endorsement Foundation, established in 2022 to continue its philanthropist vision. The foundation is set to inherit Tata's stake in various companies, allowing it to further its legacy of social welfare. Tata's son and current chairman of RTEF, Shantad Raskin, is expected to guide the foundation's activities in alignment with his dad's ideas. Family members, including Tata's brother Jimmy and half sisters Sharon and Diana Jejeboy, and are among the will's beneficiaries, alongside Tata's longtime staff, who has been an integral part of his personal life. The billionaire confident and executive assistant Shatanu Naidu will also receive a share, with the Tatas reportedly forgiven a personal loan and relinquishing his stake in Naidu's companionship startup. You can also read further details on that on the Punch newspaper this morning, as late Indian billionaire Tata names stock beneficiary in will. On politics this morning, Lagos PDP funding members align with Jando to revive party. The pro-prayers movement, comprising funding members of the People's Democratic Party in Lagos, has aligned with the camp of the Jando to revive party. The movement, led by the Chief Dapo Sarumi, a former Minister of Information, also aligned with the loyalist of the PDP Deputy National Secretary, Mr. Sentonji Kushedo, to bring the party to its feet in the state. The spokesman for the 2023 Lagos PDP governorship candidate, Mr. Benga Ogunleye, disclosed this in a statement made available to the news agency in Nigeria in Lagos. NAN reports that the main opposition party has been beset by leadership crises both at the national level and across most states of the federation, including with the primary responsibility of giving direction to the party. Ogunleye said that the council appointed Chief Tayo Kuye and Mr. Samsudin Arobieke as coordinator and administrative secretary, respectively. Read further details on that as Lagos PDP funding members align with Jando to revive party. Alright, finally on newspaper review this morning, ballot boxes set on fire in two U.S. states as early voting continues. Authorities in Portland, Oregon and Vancouver, Washington are investigating two separate incidents in which ballot drop boxes were set on fire on Monday, destroying hundreds of ballots as voters cast early votes ahead of next Tuesday's presidential election. Police believe the fire, both involving incendiary devices, were conducted with a similar vehicle seen at each scene. According to the Associated Press, they are linking the recent incidents to an attack on a ballot box in Vancouver on 8th of October, in which an incendiary device was also used. The attack came amid highlighting the election's tensions as early voting reached nearly 42 million ballots cast nationwide. Oregon and Washington both vote by mail states, heavily on ballot drops boxes to facilitate the voting process. Washington Secretary of State Steve Hobbs strongly condemned the attack, calling them acts of terror intended to disrupt the democratic process. I strongly denounce any act of terror that aim to disrupt lawful and fair election in Washington state, Hobbs said. With further details on that, as ballot boxes set on fire in two U.S. states as early voting continues. Thank you so very much for being part of Newspaper Review this morning. Up next, it is Newspaper Review, the Yoruba edition, Latin Nui. Keep listening to Power365. My name is Ibidapo Miracle Oluwa. Damn, have yourself a fantastic and productive day ahead.